What's up, everybody? Welcome to One Day Today on Tuesday, April 28th. So glad to have you join us. This is our second full week, and we are going strong. We have three amazing guests who are going to share. I just want to acknowledge all of you for hanging out with us and being the space for us to share and to contribute and to lift each other up in these uncertain times. And I'm really excited about all the guests here today. Like to introduce my co-host here, Matthew.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Matthew? How are you today?
Oh man, it's been a fun day. I've been out moving and causing all kinds of ruckus and having really deep conversations with Dad, which has been a nice change and quite lovely. And now looking forward to our guests. We have some really exciting ones today. I've heard some amazing stories from them so far.
Absolutely. And I feel like we could just cut right to it because we have some. I'm excited about these shares. So I'm just gonna go straight to Terrilynn, who's gonna be joining us. Terrilynn Phillips, thank you so much for joining us. The stage is yours.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I am so honored to be here. Oh my goodness. I just want to say we need to hold on because this is such a ride right now. And we've all been through all types of situations and traumas. But I don't know about you, but in my 6 decades, I have never experienced anything like this. I don't know whether to hand sanitize, wash my hands, wear the mask, carry the mask. It's like, do we carry a list and make sure we check it off with each thing? I'm spraying disinfectant on packages coming in the door. It's just scary. You just don't know which way to turn. You get that little tickle in your throat and you just wonder if I'm next. I want to say to you, hold on. Hold on to yourself. Have faith in yourself. Don't lose sight of yourself. Before this crashed down on us, we had goals. We had focus. We were doing it. We were living our lives, loving our families. So now the change is you learn how to be safer for you and for your family, your loved ones, your friends. But you also get a chance to get closer to your family, get closer to your friends. You get to get closer to your business, your career path. You get to question, and actually hear yourself answer. Because before there were so many distractions, so much mental chaos that we didn't know we were coming or going. We were either in a rut or we're trying to figure out which CMR to use, which email marketing to use, which software to use, which computer to use, which phone to use, Now you get to sit still. You get to be with you. You get to learn life. And while you're doing that, think back on all the wonderful things that have happened in your life because you are responsible for your own happiness. You right now are the person that has to feed yourself your happiness. So never, never, never give up on yourself. Hold on to yourself. Learn yourself and stop the mental chaos. I keep saying chaos. Chaos is my word. Chaos is my word. So is fortitude. And they kind of go hand in hand because you have to have fortitude in order to manage the chaos. It's an ongoing task. Like you're in a room and it's nice and quiet. You're just moving along, and all of a sudden, a group comes through the door. It might be your kids with your kids' friends. It might be your family. That moment they call the quiet before the storm. But now that you are in the storm, You can actually create your own quiet. Isn't that wonderful? Your own peace. You can turn off your phone, you can turn off your computer, and you can turn off the television because we never know what instructions we're going to get next. But we can get our messages. Our messages come from us. Our messages come from us. Our messages come from us. You are so important and valuable right now. And you may be thinking, oh my goodness, I should have been better prepared for this. Why didn't I listen to myself when I shoulda, woulda, coulda? But you didn't. So it's past. Just past. Now what you can do is say, I am. I am doing the best that I can. I am bringing the best that I can. I'm making the best decisions that I can. I'm using the best resources I can. I am the greatest that I can be right here, right now, because, you know, and I don't want you to question this. And I want you to say this to you over and over again. I am enough. I'm great right here, right now. Who I am today is good enough. It's excellent. It's my perfection. We are our own perfection. Tell people all the time, stop trying to be like someone else. Stop trying to copy other people. When you go outside and you pick up 3 leaves, 4 leaves, 100 leaves, and look at them, no two are the same. If the seasons are the same, if the plants don't grow the same, why would you think that you are supposed to be like anyone else? So be your own unique, authentic self. Be you. And don't let anyone try to change you to meet their needs because they are responsible for their happiness. Let's see. I have so much in my head to tell you all the time. But one of the greatest messages I know is success with fortitude. I live by success with fortitude. Let me tell you why. When I was in high school, my last year of high school, I thought I was doing great. I only had to take 2 classes, but they told me I had to get a job in order to do that. So I told them I'd be right back. So yes, before school day was out, I went and got a job. I came back and I enrolled in my 2 classes. Yeah, I'm pretty smart. I'm gonna go to school in the morning, go to class, and then I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna start my college early. And I did. And I was successful. And I passed all my classes. I did great on my job. I fell in love in December. And I had a baby by the next September. That was one of the most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful presents of my whole entire life, even still today. And yes, we've been through trauma, it hasn't been perfect. But this is what happened. 1 year in high school, graduating as a senior, doing well, smart, to the very next year, around the exact same time, homeless and hungry with a newborn baby. Who am I? What did I do? I had to gain fortitude because I now had a baby. And I had promised my baby that he was going to have the best of everything. I loved him. My heart's desire. But that was like my first, largest, biggest challenge in my life. And I was 19. 19. I had to gain fortitude at that moment. And yes, we have to gain fortitude right now. But I had another trauma in my life. And I know you all have had your trauma, so you can feel me on this, right? When I suddenly lost my husband and I was left with taking care of my children and my household on my own. If any of you all understand what it's like to go from a family, a complete family, you are a stay-at-home mom, you are taking care of your family, you are loving your family is doing great. So all of a sudden, you're a single parent again. I had to gain that fortitude. And in gaining that fortitude, I had to have the courage to be confident and to move forward. I couldn't waddle in that. And here we are today in a situation where not only are they giving us challenges, but they're giving us enough time to waddle in it. Don't stop. Don't question what is going on. Get it together. Move forward. Make very, very, very smart decisions because you know, and you've heard it over and over again. If you're on social media, you know the decisions that you make today will impact your complete community tomorrow. So yes, get that checklist out. Wash my hands for 20 seconds. Gloves, hand sanitizer, mask, social distancing. And you know you've had a list much longer than that. If you've ever raised a family, if you've ever been a part of a family, if you've ever gone to school, yes, you've had a list much larger than that. So I say to you, success with fortitude, manage the mental chaos. And lastly, have confidence. Be great because you really are enough right now, right here, right today. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak to you. Have a great day and be safe.
Thank you so much, Terrilynn. Thank you for sharing. That was awesome. That was great. I think when I hear you speak and hear you share, I hear a lot of strength and perseverance in the face of adversity. And I want to ask, where do you see the source of that inner strength is for yourself?
Experience in love. If you've ever had your heart broken and had to move forward, you've had to gain strength. With every adversity that you have to gain strength to go through it. What we sometimes miss is the lessons that we were supposed to learn. And we don't evaluate ourselves for the strength that we gained. So yeah, all of the challenges that I've had in life, I've got 4 degrees. I'm getting ready to start my doctorate degree on Thursday. And so with each degree, I've had to tell myself to move forward because it's all a challenge. Just like today, it's all a challenge. I mean, even you all doing this to bring the message and the inspiration to our family and our friends, I'm sure you all have faced challenges. And I thank you for moving forward in the challenges and bringing this platform to us.
Well, I really appreciate that. And the word you said was that really stands out and it kind of sums it up for me. It's facing the chaos. Like chaos, a lot of time we associate chaos as a bad thing, and chaos is the source of how you find order. You know, it's like we don't even know things aren't working until we have chaos, and then that gives us an opportunity.
Yes, my podcast, which is soon to be published, is called Chaos, and it means creating habits and outstanding success. Yes, chaos.
That's awesome.
There was something that stood out just in the kind of general theme of what you were sharing. And the way I saw it, and correct me if I'm missing something here, but the way I saw it was you're making the choice to have fortitude every single time. And I feel like that has been something that's been really helpful in my life to realize that it's everything that happens or everything that I choose to do is a choice. It's a decision that I can make. Even staying here and breathing right now in this body, in this room, on this virtual stage, it's a choice. I have the power to end my own life if I really want to, but I'm not. And so since I'm choosing to be here, might as well make the best of it. Might as well have that fortitude. Might as well live a full life. Might as well jump in and take these challenges. Might as well, go out and get crazy sometimes. Because why not, right? Exactly.
You're so right, Matthew. I love it. Yes, you're so right. That's the way you have to either live it or don't.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I appreciated that. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of power. There's a lot of power in living by choice as opposed to by chance. Like that's where magic happens. That's where where we can. It's not, life doesn't happen to us. We happen to life, and it's a beautiful thing. It's I've been on both sides of it, and it's very deflating to live by chance and circumstance, and I'm a victim. Like, oh, poor me. This is so difficult, and then it's like, wait, I'm choosing to live, and this is what I'm committed to. This is what I stand for. This is what I choose, despite all my emotions, despite all the things happening outside me. And like, there's a lot of power that it's almost counterintuitive to stand in the choice, but it's really where our power lies. And I really appreciate your sharing and your fortitude. I just hear so much strength and compassion in your sharing, and I really appreciate you're taking the time to share with us and share with us all. So we really appreciate you, Terrilynn.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Absolutely. We have just a little bit of time, but I was wondering if, just really quickly, you could maybe give us a moment when you realized you actually had that choice. Like, when did you realize that it was a choice that you could make and you started making it for yourself?
Actually, I didn't start making it for myself. I started making it for my children.
Mm-hmm.
When I could not find $1 for oodles and noodles to feed my babies, it was time to get to work. And after a full depression, a few adult tantrums, and crying my eyes out, I got back up on the horse. And I said, now is the time for me to be the powerhouse that my children can see as an example. So that's when it happened, when I had to take care of my babies. And as I grew older, it dawned on me that that's when it happened.
Yeah, I love that, because it doesn't, like, that to me demonstrates that even if we're not making the choice for us at first, even if it's for someone else, just making that choice brings it back around every single time we make it. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. It's definitely a pleasure.
Thank you so much,
I can see how people are really going to be uplifted and moved on forward instead of thinking backwards, with you all bringing the messages to them. And that's so powerful. And I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us. We appreciate you, and very honored to have you.
Thank you.
So up next, well, thank you, Terrilynn, for sharing, and thank you all again for tuning in with us. One day is today. Thank you all.